Well, that was depressing.
I know, son. That was the first murder to take place on the earth.
Yeah, I'm sad too. What kind of history is this? The story totally spoiled my day.
Oh, well, look at that. Speaking of the day, we gotta go. It's dinner time.
Ooh, yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go.
Me too.
Hey there, sweetie pie. You're gonna have a taste of Mama's meatloaf tonight. No more of that milk stuff. Laylay's ready for some of that meat.
I sure wish Mom would make something else. We eat meatloaf like every day.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. It feels like it.
Whatever. You eat all the meatloaf. You just don't like the vegetables that come with it.
I guess. Vegetables are so gross.
Hey!
What is it, baby girl?
If Cain killed Abel, where were the rest of the people? How did the rest of the people come into the world if it was just Adam, Eve, and then Cain?
That's a very good question. You see, Adam and Eve had many children. It wasn't just Cain and Abel.
They did?
Well, in the book of Jubilees, it states that after Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve had a daughter named Awan. After Cain slew Abel, Seth was born shortly after. After Seth came another daughter called Azura.
Oh, snap. I heard Dad talking about the Book of Jubilees.
Yes, son. Cain married his sister Awan, and they begat children for many generations, who began to multiply on the earth. But when Eve bore Seth, he was different. Yah raised him up to be a righteous seed on the earth in replacement of his slain brother Abel. When Seth married Azura, he and his children began to call upon the name of Yahuwah. As man multiplied on earth, there were two kinds of people: those who called upon Yahuwah, like Seth and his seed, and those who hated Yahuwah, like Cain and his seed. At some point, 200 watchers descended upon the earth to instruct men on uprightness and righteousness, but they saw the daughters of men to be beautiful and decided to marry them instead. Their union produced giants called the Nephilim. This wasn't all. The watchers liked to mix things, you see. They genetically modified everything they got their hands on, from mixing seeds for food to polluting the beasts and the birds. They taught men to cross different species in order to provoke Yahuwah. Though they created nothing of themselves, they were very adept in polluting the Most High's creation. These acts grieved the sons of Seth, but the hybrid Nephilim were worshipped as gods by wicked men. The Watchers taught men how to make weapons so men would fight and kill one another. They showed women how to create and wear colors to beautify their faces in order to seduce men. They also taught all types of magic, sorcery, and divination. This caused violence, idolatry, immorality, and perversion of all kinds to multiply greatly upon the earth. The actions of the Watchers displeased Yahuwah so much, he raised up a seed in the line of Seth by the name of Enoch. He walked uprightly on the earth, teaching men to fear Yahuwah and not follow the ways of the Watchers or their hybrid children, the Nephilim. The Watchers feared Enoch greatly because they knew they had no influence or power over him. They couldn't deceive him like they did the majority of mankind on earth because he despised the ways of men. The fallen angels even approached Enoch because they knew Yah heard him and answered his prayers. One day, they beseeched him to pray for them, that Yah would forgive them for their transgressions.
Blessed Enoch, the scribe, the most righteous of all the sons of Adam.
Oh yes, the Watchers. What can I do for you?
We have been watching you, and we know the Most High Yahuwah Eluah has chosen you from all the sons of Adam to teach the children of men the ways of Yahuwah and all his righteousness, as he did your forefather Adam. The Most High is pleased with you and has made you his elect. We beseech you, therefore, to write a memorial of supplication to ascend before the Holy and Mighty One, the Elohim of this world, that we may obtain forgiveness for all that we have done. We cannot do this ourselves. We cannot even pray, nor raise up our eyes to heaven on the disgraceful offense for which we have been judged.
Okay.
So Enoch, the scribe of righteousness, as Yahuwah called him, wrote down a memorial of supplication from the Watchers for all that they had done, that they may obtain rest and remission from all their sins. Later that night, when Enoch fell asleep, he had a terrible dream involving the banishment of the Watchers to a dark pit and terrible punishment of the whole world by a destructive flood of worldwide proportions.
Enoch, my scribe of righteousness, hear me. Go say to the Watchers who have sent you to pray for them, that they ought to pray for men, not men pray for you. It is because of you that men have multiplied wickedness throughout the earth. And because you have transgressed the commandments of Yahuwah, you will be bound by chains in the abyss, and there shall you remain in everlasting darkness until judgment.
The following morning, Enoch approached the Watchers to explain his vision.
Greetings, you Watchers of men.
Greetings, Enoch the scribe. What did the Most High Yahuwah tell you?
I wrote down your petition and took it to Yahuwah, and he gave me a vision that night. It has been shown to me that your request will not be granted. Judgment has been passed upon you, and never shall you ascend back into heaven. That it is here on earth that he will bind you. But before these things, you shall behold the destruction of your Nephilim offspring in a great deluge that will destroy the entire earth. He said it was an egregious sin to leave your first abode to pollute yourselves with the daughters of men. This was not your legal estate. He will put you in chains in eternal darkness until judgment.
And thus Enoch, by the word of the Most High Yahuwah, testified against the wickedness of the Watchers, their hybrid offspring, the Nephilim, and the children of men who sacrificed unto them instead of worshiping Yahuwah. Enoch continued to preach and warn all who would listen about the coming deluge that will befall the entire world as punishment for all the Watchers and Nephilim had done. Until one day, a fiery chariot descended upon the earth and took Enoch up to heaven in a whirlwind until he was no more. But as the Nephilim multiplied, wickedness multiplied throughout the world. Giants roamed the earth, demanding sacrifice from men. You see, the men fed them everything they could, but soon the crops ran out, and then the cattle ran out. At some point, the Nephilim began to turn on man and feast on the very men who worshiped them. And instead of men uniting against the Nephilim, men continued to slay one another, for the earth was full of violence and robbery. And Yahuwah saw the whole earth, and it was just corrupt. All flesh had corrupted its ways upon the earth, all the men and all the animals. And all the men who walked in righteousness died in those days, so they should not see the evil Yahuwah spoke of concerning the sons of men. The only righteous men left were Methuselah, son of Enoch, scribe of righteousness, his son Lamech, and then Lamech's son Noah, who walked perfect and upright with Yahuwah.
Mambo.